Show Channel.
Chicken stars, the chickens are the heroes. There's a small village called Kakarako. There aren't just ordinary chickens there. They are all chicken stars. The first chicken is Rocky. He practices boxing even before laying eggs. You can't win if you're afraid. That's his dialogue. Next is Mina. Very intelligent. If there's any problem on the farm, she has plan A, B, C already. The third is Cuddy Cook. His cooking isn't edible, but his confidence is like a Michelin chef. He says, experimentation leads to success. One day, there was a big problem on the farm. A fox, a cat, and a crow came to steal the eggs. The chicken stars gathered. Rocky was fight ready. Mina had her strategy ready. Cuddy Cook had his distraction recipe ready.
Here's the clever part.
Together,
the fox thinks
they
the cat is the distraction,
devised
but really
a
the cat
comedy
leads
plus
them right into
action
a trap.
plan. The fox ran away. The cat was confused. The crow took a selfie and left. After that day, everyone in the village said, "This isn't a farm. It's the Chicken Stars studio." Now, every day is an adventure, a lesson, a laugh. The final dialogue in every episode is the same. The size may be small, but the dream must be big.
From tears to goals, Ronaldo. A boy born in a small house on the island of Madeira. No money, no facilities, but his dream was big. His name Cristiano Ronaldo. Even at school, he wasn't good at academics. But when he got a ball, his world would change. At the age of 12, he left his family and went to the Lisbon Academy. He cried many nights, thinking of his mother. Many laughed, looking at his physique. They said, "You're too thin. You won't succeed." But Ronaldo didn't pay attention to them. While others slept, he trained. While others played, he was at the gym. One day, his opportunity came. He seized it. Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus. Wherever he went, it was the same thing. Hard work, discipline, self-confidence. Today, he is not just a football player. He is an example. Ronaldo says, "Talent alone is not enough. Without hard work, a dream will remain just a dream." The lesson this story teaches: where you come from is not important. The story of Superman. A small spaceship, falling from the sky, landed near a peaceful village. A kind-hearted couple found the baby inside and raised him. Although the child grew up normally, extraordinary powers were hidden within him. His name was Superman. As he grew older, his powers manifested. He could lift heavy objects with one hand. He could see great distances with his eyes. He flew at incredible speeds. But he didn't boast about his powers. He thought, "These powers are not for me, but for the people." One day, a major accident occurred in the city. A tall building began to collapse. People screamed. Fear spread everywhere. At that moment, Superman flew in from the sky, wearing his blue and red suit. Using his full strength, he held up the building. Hundreds of lives were saved. Subsequently, in fires, floods, and robberies, Superman helped the people in every situation. There was always a calm smile on his face. His compassion and justice were spoken of more than his power. People called him a hero. But Superman said, "I am not the only hero. If everyone helps each other, everyone is a Superman." Lesson: true power is not in the body, but in a good heart and the willingness to help. The open door on Halloween night. 31st October. Halloween night. Everyone in the town was dressed up, collecting candy and laughing. But nobody would go to the old house on the hill. They said, on Halloween night, the door of that house opens by itself. Adi didn't believe it. He dressed up as a ghost and went to that house. 12 a.m. Creak. The door opened by itself. As soon as he entered, the pumpkins on the wall started blinking their eyes. The candle on the table went out by itself. Trick or treat. A voice came from behind. Adi turned around. There were children, but they had no shadows. One child held Adi's hand and said, "You are today's treat." Suddenly, the clock struck 12:01. Adi's mask stuck to his face. He tried to scream. Only laughter came out. The next morning, a new Halloween doll was at the entrance of that house. A sign read, "Next Halloween, you." From ticket collector to team legend. Mahendra Singh Dhoni was an ordinary boy born in Ranchi, Jharkhand. Although he had big dreams as a child, they were not easily achievable. While in school, he was interested in sports. Initially, he played football. However, thanks to the observation of a teacher, he became a cricket wicketkeeper. That was the turning point in his life. After completing his studies, family responsibilities compelled him to take up a job. He worked as a ticket collector for the Indian Railways. Work during the day, practice at night, this was his daily routine. He failed in many trials and was denied opportunities several times. But Dhoni never lost hope. He continued to strive with the belief, if not today, then tomorrow. His hard work did not go in vain. He got an opportunity in the Indian cricket team. Although he faced criticism in his initial matches, he quietly proved his talent. His ability to make calm decisions under pressure made him a great leader. Over time, Dhoni became the captain of the Indian team. He guided India to victory in the World Cup, the T20 World Cup, and the Champions Trophy. Despite achieving fame, wealth, and success, he never abandoned his simplicity. The lesson of this story: to achieve great success, one doesn't need to be born lucky. A dream, patience, and hard work are enough. The path shown by Dhoni is never give up hope, no matter the circumstances. Kanjana, the lifeless shadow. That house had no door. You can go inside, but you can't come out. The night Kanjana entered that house, it was 3 a.m. The moment she took her first step, the entrance closed on its own. TRRR. A sound like fingernails scratching against the wall echoed throughout. "Who is it?" she asked. The answer came in her own voice. "It's me, Kanjana." She trembled. She looked ahead. There she stood herself. But she had no face. Her hair reached the floor, and her eye sockets were empty. Throughout the house, bodies hung upside down. Only their eyes kept staring at Kanjana. Suddenly, a hand on her back Cold. So cold. A voice whispered in her ear. You buried me here. Now you will stay here yourself. She tried to scream. Her mouth wouldn't open. Her tongue slowly fell to the ground. No blood. No pain. The ghost entered her body. Kanjana's eyes turned completely black. The next day, a woman came out of that house. She smiled very normally. But she had no shadow. Now, if, while you're reading this story, you feel a shadow standing behind you and urging you to read, that's Iron Man, a comic book superhero story. On that night, when the entire city was shrouded in darkness, a red light gleamed atop Stark Tower. Tony Stark was finishing his new arc reactor experiment. This time, it must benefit the whole world, he resolved in his mind. At the same time, a new threat emerged from the depths of the city. A mysterious villain named Necron planned to drain all of the city's electricity, plunging the people into darkness. The streets froze, hospitals shut down, and people were engulfed in fear. When the alarm sounded, Tony smiled. All right, time to get to work. In a few seconds, the gold and red Iron Man suit enveloped him. Flying into the sky, he headed straight towards Necron's base. A fierce battle ensued between the two. Necron's dark energy beams struck the Iron Man suit. But Tony used his intelligence. Power alone isn't enough, you need brains, he said, and changed the frequency of his suit. At that moment, Necron's power turned against him. With a massive explosion, his machine was destroyed. The city was once again filled with light. The people cheered with joy. Iron Man slowly landed on the ground. Being a hero isn't about power, Tony said, responsibility and a strong will are enough. Flying into the sky, he disappeared.
Even the
But
smallest
that
spark can
night,
light the way
the
for
people
others.
of the
Be
city
brave,
learned
be
one
kind.
thing. Even in darkness, the light of hope will always shine. Between the smell of alcohol and a ghost, Manikandan was the town's notorious night walker. The reason? Every night he would drink at the shop and return home singing along the winding path. That day was a bit excessive. One more glass, he said, his eyes half closed, his steps unsteady, and he set off. The shortcut home, through the old bungalow that everyone in the village feared. They say there's a ghost. I'm a ghost to the ghost itself. Manikandan laughed. Suddenly, a creaking sound. He turned around. The wind. Hey wind, be quiet, he shouted. The bungalow door creaked open on its own. Manikandan bravely asked, will there be a toilet inside, and went in. Inside, an old chair was rocking. Shadows moved on the walls. He got scared and said, Mother, when a voice behind him said, Hey. Manikandan trembled and turned, a ghost. Ghost, who are you? Manikandan, I've been drinking. The ghost's eyes rolled, and it said with a sigh, I haven't had a drink in 100 years. The next moment, the sound of chains from above. Manikandan ran in fear. Suddenly, he slipped and fell. Where he fell, an old mirror. In the reflection, he screamed at seeing himself. Oh no! Am I a ghost? The ghost laughed, no, a drunken man. The fear melted away in that laughter. The ghost guided him outside. Don't take this path anymore, it said and disappeared. From the next day onwards, Manikandan went straight home. When the villagers asked, his answer was, It's not the ghost I'm afraid of, it's the drinking. A ghost came, but to crack a joke. That house was the scariest in the whole town. At 12 o'clock at night, everyone would say ghosts roam there. But Ravi didn't believe it, saying ghosts are only in movies. He moved into that house. The first night, 12 a.m. Tap, tap. A sound from the upstairs. Ravi, however, pretended it was just a rat and went to sleep. 12:30 a.m. Suddenly, the lights went off. The wind was blowing. A voice from behind. Ravi. Ravi felt a chill of fear.
Ravi.
He slowly turned around. There was a ghost. A white sari, long hair, a terrifying face. Ravi, trembling, asked, "What do you want?" The ghost sadly said, "Do you know the Wi-Fi password here?" Ravi's fear vanished. He started laughing. Then the ghost said, "I've been scaring people for 12 years. But no one has ever been scared." Ravi replied, "Your scare tactics are old-fashioned. There's not even any background music." Then, the two of them started making ghost videos together. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. That ghost is now famous. Ravi has subscribers. Now that house isn't scary anymore. It's a comedy haunted house. Smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes ghost. But at 12 o'clock at night, the only dialogue the ghost says is, "Have you liked, shared, and subscribed?"
Like, subscribe, share, comment, and click the bell icon.